What if I told you that a Bitcoin economy is quietly taking shape in one of Africa's largest and most overlooked slums? Yes, you heard that right. Bitcoin, one of the world's most disruptive financial technologies, is now being used in Kibera, the largest informal settlement in Africa, a place where access to clean water, stable electricity, and formal banking is limited, but where innovation and survival go hand in hand. Why are some of the world's poorest people adopting Bitcoin, a currency that most associate with the wealthy and tech-savvy? And most importantly, what do they know that the rest of Africa hasn't realized yet? Could this be the beginning of a financial revolution that removes power from corrupt institutions and places it in the hands of the people? If you've never heard of Kibera, let's put it into perspective. Located just 6.5 kilometers from Nairobi's city center, Kibera is home to over 500,000 residents, making it the largest informal settlement in Africa. The people here face daily struggles with poverty, crime, lack of sanitation, poor healthcare, and minimal infrastructure. But what's even more limiting is that most residents don't have bank accounts, access to loans, or any formal way to save and grow their money. For decades, financial exclusion has been one of Kibera's biggest obstacles. Banks require identification, a fixed address, and a minimum deposit to open an account. But for many Kibera residents, these requirements are nearly impossible to meet. This is where AfriBit comes in, a Bitcoin-powered circular economy that has been quietly growing for the past 5 years. And believe it or not, it's changing lives. All through AfriBit, an economic network built around Bitcoin that allows Kibera residents to earn, save, and transact without needing a traditional bank.
Today, we took 3 of our friends at a barbershop who is also our merchant. And the good thing is that they all paid in Bitcoin.
Unlike government-issued money like the Kenyan shilling, Bitcoin allows people to store value, send payments, and participate in the economy without IDs, credit scores, or bank accounts. For many residents, this is a game changer. Many Kibera locals were previously locked out of Kenya's banking system simply because they lacked official documentation. Even those who do have bank accounts often don't use them, either because of high transaction fees, low balances, or fear of sudden account freezes. AfriBit provides an alternative, a decentralized financial system that belongs to the people, not the banks or the government. AfriBit's Bitcoin-based economy is solving real-world financial problems in 3 key ways. Number 1, paying workers in Bitcoin. AfriBit runs a waste management program where workers collect and recycle waste in exchange for Bitcoin payments. Many of these workers never had a bank account or access to formal employment before. Now, they can earn, save, and invest in Bitcoin, bypassing the corruption and inefficiency of Kenya's financial institutions. Number 2, Bitcoin for business. Over 40 local businesses in Kibera now accept Bitcoin for goods and services. From grocery stores to street vendors, merchants are buying, selling, and even saving their earnings in Bitcoin. And with Kenya's currency constantly losing value due to inflation, Bitcoin provides a stable alternative that protects their savings from depreciation. And thirdly, education and digital jobs. AfriBit has also introduced Bitcoin education programs and coding classes to teach Kibera's youth valuable skills. Some students have already landed jobs as full-stack developers, web designers, and IT technicians. One of them is even working on developing a Bitcoin Lightning Network wallet designed specifically for Kibera's unique economic needs. Despite its promise, The adoption of Bitcoin in Kibera has not been without challenges. Many residents still see it as too good to be true, especially as its price continues to rise. Some merchants remain skeptical, fearing volatility or being unable to convert Bitcoin into local currency when needed. Additionally, the success of this Bitcoin-driven economy relies heavily on continued donations and grants to maintain liquidity. For Afribit to become a fully independent financial system, more education, adoption, and liquidity are needed. But one thing is certain: Bitcoin is already proving that it can work, even in one of Africa's most marginalized communities. And if it can succeed in Kibera, it can succeed anywhere in Africa. If you think of it, what's happening in Kibera is bigger than just Bitcoin. It's a case study in financial empowerment. Across Africa, millions of people are unbanked or underbanked. Traditional financial systems have failed them, leaving them reliant